So you may or may not have noticed, but I actually got an intuition point after doing that last mission.
I need to go over the case notes.
I'm gonna have my partner drive, that way I don't kill myself.
Little bird.
About time we get to the bottom of this mystery anyways. I like this so far, a lot of in-depth gameplay. Here's the crash site.
Her face looks familiar.
Well, that's June Ballard, Tarzan's sister, beast of the Amazon. She's married to Guy McAfee. The captain has moved to Vegas now, but the two of them still have juice.
Oddly sounds sexual.
Phelps, traffic.
Detective Phelps. Hey, Bukowski. Long time no see.
You could have called this in by megaphone, Enrique. Phelps, this is Enrique Gonzalez. Enrique was a pretty decent middleweight. What do we have, Gonzalez?
Broad drives right through the empty lot and off the side of the escarpment. Her story is that a movie producer doped her and her friend and sent the car over the cliff.
Is anyone hurt?
Driver's beat up. Not too bad considering. If she hadn't hit that billboard, he'd be scraping both of them off the pavement. Passengers are Jessica Hamilton. She's just a kid. She's pretty knocked around.
Kid gonna be all right?
I think so. They've taken her to central receiving. If you want to take a look around, stall the ambulance.
Thanks. Do that.
One more thing. Watch out for the driver. She cuts rough.
Huh.
This ain't the red carpet, so get out of my lane.
If you're looking for the coroner, he's down by the crash site.
So these two people, the driver and passenger, actually survived. Lucky bastards. B-movie actress and driver crashed Chevy styling. Doping allegation. Jessica Hamilton. Passenger and crash Chevy Skyline. Crash incident report. Suspect. We don't have one yet. Alright, let's look around for clues. I don't want to talk to her right now. Let's talk to the dude here.
Hurry it up, pal. What if someone gets hit by a bus while I'm standing here?
Wow, rude. How the frick do I get down here? Oh, over there. Okay.
You'll want to see this, Phelps. There, laid out on the trunk. And that isn't even the best part.
Huh. Panties. Oh wait, no, diapers.
They've been torn off.
Oh.
Where did you find them? They were stuffed in the young lady's handbag. I'll run a trace for semen when I get back to the lab.
So they could have been raped? Alright, let's see what's in the purse. Dear Jesse, please, please, dear, come home. If you're worried about your father, don't be. All is forgiven. He has a hot temper and he can be very proud, but you're still his little girl and he does love you. I know he didn't mean those things he said. You're a good, decent girl, dear, and you're not made for Hollywood. I was 15 once myself. I wanted to be just like Clara Bow and wear lovely dresses and kiss handsome men. But once I grew up and married your father, I realized I would never have been happy in that life. You'll realize it one day, too. I'm sure Aunt Julie's looking after you, but I can't...
She's a long way from home.
But I can't help worrying. You know what your old mother's like. The world is a very dangerous place for young girls, especially one with stars in their eyes. Stars are nice to look at, but sometimes they can blind you. Emma and Molly miss you awfully. Emma's getting so pretty now, and little Molly's bright as a button, just like you were at her age. Dear, dear Jean, please come back. I'm frightened for you. I can't help feeling something terrible is going to happen. I cry for you every night. Your loving mother, Camille Somethington. Wow. Quite a mouthful, but quite endearing. Alright, let's see what's inside the car if we can. Blood spatter on the passenger seat.
Looks like they're lucky they weren't more badly injured.
Must have been unconscious. Being relaxed tends to lessen the soft tissue damage.
So they were unconscious before this? The passenger was unconscious before this happened? I'll talk with you for a second, in a second. License plate. Wait, is there something... Can I press X? No. Alright. Alright, what do you have to say for yourself?
Drunk driver? Maybe not. How so?
Well, the head I found without a body piqued my interest. See what you think.
Alas, poor Yorick, I knew him, Horatio. Is it real?
No. I think it's supposed to be a replica of an Indian shrunken head. It's some kind of curio or movie prop. See the casting marks?
What's it made from?
Plaster of Paris would be my first guess. Then painted.
So we can rule out the murder angle?
No, you can rule that in. That thing was wedging the accelerator to the floor. Whoever did it wanted these women dead.
It was the movie director! Or maybe.
Another day,
Someone managed to tip their ride straight off a cliff. If the driver's in a fit state, we should ask.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm not sure how much evidence we have to be able to support any theories, but worth a shot. The benefits of actually being conscious. Allows me not to feel like a total dumbass, but here we go.
Mrs. McAfee, we would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay.
I prefer to use my maiden name, June Ballard. You might be familiar with some of my work.
Shallow.
Can you tell us what happened here?
You're kind of cute for a cop. Maybe a bit on the serious side.
What about me, June? I'm a big fan of
You?
Beast of...
I don't like. Keep out of this.
Alright, what do we have here? Alright, we have a Chevy Styline. Victims drugged. We don't... That can't be used as proof. Underwear we can use. The letter we can use. And the prop shrunken head we can use. Alright, what do we want to ask first? Let's ask about the fake shrunken head.
We found a shrunken head that was used to tamper with your car.
You see, I normally don't drive off cliffs. The last thing I remember is getting behind the wheel.
She's not telling the truth.
It's obviously some kind of movie prop. You must know where it came from.
In case you hadn't noticed, I am the talent. And the talent doesn't deal with props or sets or any of that kind of stuff. Why don't you ask Mark Bishop which prop house he uses?
Mark Bishop. That's a new one.
We understand that you're still suffering from the effects of the accident, Mrs. McCaffrey. The officer says that you claim that you were drugged. But who did this to you?
That rat slipped us a Mickey Finn. It's no wonder I feel so dopey. I can't remember.
I have 3 intuition points, really? I can't tell with her facial expressions. I want to say that she's telling the truth. Let's remove an answer. Really?
Who drugged you, Mrs.
Aww.
McCaffrey?
You really are a cute detective. A little too naive for my taste.
Crap.
What can you tell us about the passenger in your car?
Jessica Hamilton. Poor Jessica. It's been a rough day for her. She's desperate to break into movies. What more can I say?
She's your protege?
You could say that. Yeah, that's a nice way to put it.
Wow, I'm screwing up big time.
You mentioned a Mark Bishop. You think he might have had something to do with this?
He is a movie producer. As for his involvement, you just leave it to me and my husband to worry about.
I want to know what happened between you two that made him want to commit a double murder.
Bishop offered me a part in his picture. Then he withdrew it. Fact is, we had a deal. I pressed him on it. And this is where I end up.
Mrs. McCaffrey, I think it would be in everyone's best interest if you accompanied Patrolman Gonzalez back to the receiving hospital.
I'm being taken in?
You could say that.
On what grounds?
On the grounds that you were under the influence of narcotics and that you were withholding information from the police.
My husband is going to want to word with you, Sonny Jim.
I think we're good here. Let's go see if we can shake out of this kid.
Interview Jessica Hamilton. What are we going to need to ask her? Alright.
I got friends who work at the Examiner.